Hello, everybody, Velvet Evolution members. I am your host again, Pamagrad, for the final time. This is my final show for this dynasty, as it has been an absolute pleasure to have brought you these shows outright all the way through 2.5 seasons. And what else can we say? We've had an absolute blast with this, and I've enjoyed bringing it to you. Um, so, going kind of kick it right off with the bowl games here tonight as we get things rolling here. Uh, as we're going to kind of go a little differently here, but I'm going to start with age 22 and his Colorado State Rams. He had a tough task. His team traveled out to Nevada, Las Vegas, in the Las Vegas Bowl, take on Stanford in that game, and it was an up and down affair most of the way, as it was a very tough game all the way. But Stanford pulls it out 38-35 in a very good game for Stanford. Age 22 in Colorado State come up just a little bit short on that end to an otherwise a very successful season. Uh, they end the year 9-4, and not bad way to end the year. Uh, Not the double-digit numbers that he's been getting the last few years, but hey, you can't win them all. But I know A22 will reload for next year and make it right. So next up on the list, Idaho. That's did 22. He had a good year this year with Idaho. Really turned that program around. Got them to 7-5 and tied for and it was Fresno State, Idaho, and myself in the WAC in Hawaii this year, as we just did an unbelievable job uh, with the team this year. So we were kind of the two big front runners in the league. But Idaho had to take on BYU in the Humanitarian Bowl, which means Idaho was coming to Boise, and otherwise good game. It was a tough game. Idaho still has a lot of holes to fill in their team, but I've every confidence that SD22 can get that team turned around, competing for WAC titles and everything. It's been a while since they have done that. This is a proud university that at one point turned out serious NFL talent. So we'll see how it goes from there. But BYU pulls away 39-20 in this game over Idaho, and they end their year 7-6. So not bad. Not bad first year. Great. Not bad first year. That was the same record as my first year when I came on with Hawaii. So and our team and my team improved every year since. So there's a lot of future with Idaho. Just got to build them up right. So see how it goes from there. Kansas Jayhawks with Bob Jr. I'll tell you, he's had quite a turnaround this year. Left his previous program over at Louisiana Tech, take over Kansas, and was kind of here and there early in the year, and then really stayed out the rest of the way. He was in the Alamo Bowl Dome, and the Alamo Bowl in Texas, take on Washington, and it was a pretty much runaway in this game. There was no contest. Kansas runs away with it 49-14 to complete a good year for Kansas and head coach Bob Jr. as he goes to 9-4 also on the year. And so fantastic job, as we just did the job that was needed in this game. And what else can you say? It was a stellar year for Kansas. So best of luck to you, Bob Jr. It was a pleasure playing against you. You were one hell of a player. uh, Moving on, T2, the commish, he's got Rice. And what has he done with Rice as he's taken over his team? Unbelievable results. And this year was no different. Start off with a big win against me, 41-38, in which he kicked a field goal right at the end. And then it was kind of here and there. But he recovered, had himself a great year. 10-3 coming into the game. another Conference USA loss to Sox and Gators. What's it going to take? So we'll see from there. But he was going into the Liberty Bowl against Arkansas, a game which saw snow. And this game was pretty much up and down most of the way. And then Rice and their quarterbacking company just rallied it from behind and got their guys that they needed to get for the game, and then Arkansas and then Rice got their chance to move the ball down the field, kick the field goal with time running out to win it 38-35 to win the Liberty Bowl. So great job, T2, on a fabulous game there. As you can read more about this in the I don't know if he's got it up in the forum or not. I think he does. I'll just go from there. Other than that, it was a great win for the Rice Owls. So as T2 and Rice go to 11-3 on the year, so great job, T2. You really got Rice turned around. So I see good things for you, my friend. Now the big question is, after you're done with your time on your contract with Rice, are you going to continue to stay with Rice, or are you going to bolt somewhere else? That's the big question here, my friend. So, moving on, Big Bear, San Diego State. He took on East Carolina in the Armed Forces Bowl. He was coming in this game 7-5, and kind of a really up and down year for Big Bear. And kind of happens when you have serious losses in the talent pool from the first couple years, but he really did well, going 7-5 with the team, and he had to take on East Carolina in this game. And well, what else can you say? No contest in this game. East Carolina rolled it 52-14. San Diego State just didn't have anything in this game. So the only thing I can say is Big Bear is probably going to reload for next year and bring back the Aztecs again and try to do better. He ends the year 7-6, so good year. It's not a horrible year, but it's a good way to end the year as 7-6. Kind of a little bit of a downgrade from previous years, but hey, this is only his third season. You still got many more to go. Indy Baldwin and UAB Blazers. What a turnaround this guy has had with this team as they took on Boise State in the Hawaii Bowl, as the amazing Blazers try to say that 10 times fast, took on Boise State in just an absolute fabulous game, and came down really just to who won it more in the end. UAB won more in the end for their coach, Indy Baldwin, as they pull away 38-35, and very good close game in Hawaii. As I tell you, it was a heck of a game. So UAB ends the year on another successful note, 8-5, first winning season for Indy Baldwin. So congratulations, my friend. Great job getting that program turned around, as you have done an absolutely fabulous job getting that program back around on its feet. And best of luck to you, and many more seasons to go. Next up, UCF, Sox and Gators. What else can you say? The man doesn't lose. Yeah, I don't know what else he does. Maybe he sleeps and dreams of national championships and this and that. Well, if you're going to dream about national championships, you're going to need to get to a school that wins national championships. But the big question is right now, will UCF ever get into a national championship game? That's the big question. Right now, they won the Rose Bowl this time, as they took on Arizona State and outlasted them 30-20 in a great game. UCF, the number 4 team coming into this game, as they moved up one notch from the previous week, as they just got absolutely no love in the polls for this. But another successful year for Saxon Gators, 14-0, another 14-0 year. And I'm going to go ahead and call it for next year. I don't care what you say, my friend. I know when you went 14-0 your first year, you said, no, I'm losing some personnel. I think I'll lose 1 to 2 games. Well, you only lost 1. You went 13-1. Well, guess what? You went 14-0 again. And so I'm going to call it back-to-back undefeated seasons, 14-0. And we'll see what happens there, as it will be interesting. But that's my prediction for next season for your Saxon Gators, 14-0 all the way, baby. And hopefully a national championship appearance in the BCS Bowl. That'd be sweet. We'll see what goes from there. Simi 24 and Miami University Redhawks. They were bowlless this year, as they end their year 6-6, and so tough break there. And Kent State Golden Flashes, they were already on the out at the beginning of the year, but they did put up a nice rally, including winning the Wagon Wheel rivalry game, as they go 4-8 on the year. So good game. Best of luck for next year there. And then next up, Oklahoma State Zickery, as he was bringing his Cowboys, 9th-ranked Cowboys, into battle Virginia Tech in the Orange Bowl. And the only thing I can say is he got 7 points. Other than that, it was all Virginia Tech. Virginia Tech won 63-7. How in God's name that happened, I have no idea. I've never seen a user get beat that bad in a battle of top 25, especially top 10. I've never seen a game like that, but I'm sure Zickery will get these boys ready for next season, and we'll be thinking about that. I'll tell you one thing, that's bulletin board material right there where you get beat that bad. And then finally, last but not least, Wyoming Cowboys, Indy Colts 79, and myself battled off in the New Mexico Bowl. It was kind of bittersweet, as Indy Colts was not able to make the game. He did leave a game plan with his assistants, and no thing I can say is he left a fantastic game plan with his assistants, because they battled us hard and fast all the way through this game. And it was a very tough winning game. At halftime, it was 17-16. I held the lead. This was a game in which this lead just went back and forth most of the way. Wyoming led 3-0, 10-7, 13-7. Then I led 14-3, and then 17-13. Then 17-16 at the half, and then they only scored in the third quarter. Wyoming scored on a touchdown run, made it 22-17, and then in the fourth quarter, my halfback Foster scored a touchdown. We got the 2-point conversion, or 25-22 lead. Wyoming drove it back down again, kicked the field goal for the tie, and then we were hoping to get a drive going, and that didn't go anywhere. So we punted the ball, and when that happened, we was able to get my men down there. Their man did not call for fair catch. He got absolutely blasted by my player and fumbles the ball, and 33, and my other guy takes it in the end zone for the touchdown and the lead. And at this point, it was a gutsy call, but I went for the 2 points and got it, 33-25. And then Wyoming comes back down again and gets the win, and comes back down, gets a touchdown. They also had to go for 2 because I went for 2 and got it, and they failed in their attempt. And then they tried an onside kick. It failed miserably, as they didn't even let the ball go 10 yards. And then we ran out the clock, 33-31. Great win for my program, as we now end the year 9-4, and the Indy Colts program ends 8-5. Both fabulous games. Both in this game, it was fabulous. Great job. Great game plan, Indy Colts. You left a great one for your team. It was one heck of a game. So what else can I say? Best of luck to you down the road, my friend. And other than that, we come to the end of another great show. I've enjoyed all of them I've brought to you here, my friends in Evolution. Gridiron Guru, welcome to the league, my friend. This is the man right here you're taking over. Best of luck to you, my friend. T2 Express and everybody else in the league, I will miss you guys very much. And I know you guys understand. Have yourselves a great night and go get them.